Welcome.
Thank you. Your Worship and councillors and people who are here attending this public hearing. My name is Paul George, and I was the founder of Western Canada Wilderness Committee, and I've been a long time environmentalist and also have attended quite a few public hearings over my time. And when I first came here, I've known about this. This is one of the biggest projects ever proposed in British Columbia. Maybe it is the very largest. And so it's been on the books an awful long time. And so, of course, we've known about it, and people have thought that it's going to get the proper, assessment and everything. And, it seems very strange to me that it's being railroaded through at this time during an election. So when I came here to speak the other night, and I started talking out in the hallway, and I ran into one of the candidates, and I said, obviously you've got an election going for, council. This must be a big topic at the all candidates meetings. And he said, no, we've been told as candidates we can't speak about it. Now, how can this be democracy? This is the biggest thing facing Mission, and the people who are running, who want to oppose it, can't even speak at public hearings. I said, that's crazy. That is impossible. Where did you ever hear anything like that? He said, well, it was in a package we got from when we were, some package. I think it was from you, from the City Council. And so finally surfaced today this thing, conduct at public hearings. Now I can understand why you councillors are not able to express yourself at all candidates meetings where you stand on this, because you are in a process and you should have an open mind. I'm using the should like it's we should build this thing with all local materials and everything. You should have an open mind. I hope you do. But for heaven's sakes, certainly candidates who are not in council have the right under democracy at an all candidates meeting or during election time to express their viewpoint on anything that deals with their local community or anything that is important at don't they have the right? I ask you, do you believe that they have the right to do that?
Continue your comments.
It's a question.
It's a question. I don't want to.
You don't have an opinion about democracy, that people have a right. You have circulated this to candidates, saying they can't speak out on it. And now you have no opinion about it?
Mr. George, continue your comments.
Okay, thank you. This is very, very strange. Why do you have to hold it at this particular time? Why is all of a sudden a hurry? Why do you have to hold it during an election? It's obvious it smells something fishy here, something weird. There are people who were elected to this council, I'm told, who actually opposed this beforehand, and now they've changed their minds. And why would they change their mind? You've got so much indication that you don't have adequate information to make a decision. You have not done the environmental studies that are absolutely necessary. And so, anyway, I'm going to take a different tack now. When somebody got up the other night and said there's something in the Municipal Act, which is now called the Local Government Act, that said that you shouldn't consider the corporations, you should take consideration of the public and the local people over and above the consideration for a corporation. Well, I looked at it, I can't find anything like that. A lot of stuff has been deleted. But I did come across something which I want to ask you about the process, and it's about when you vote for this. Now, if you vote yes on this, pass this, what is really locked in? Is it locked in that the local people are never going to have their taxes raised because the proponent has to pay for all the roads and pay for all the structure? Is that locked in? I believe it's not. Do you have a lawyer here that can tell me if that's locked in?
Mr. George, I hear that you've got a concern about taxes. Continue your comments.
My concern is, upon passing this, does it lock in? Well, I asked a question. Can someone answer here? I thought that a public hearing you can ask questions that are pertinent to the hearing, and you get an answer from people. I think you get an answer. And I'll just stand here and wait. I must have a meeting council. There's 7 of you. There's some other people up there. There must be someone who will tell me what is locked in and what isn't locked in upon that vote.
Allow the Chief Administrator address.
Sir, what would happen is if council adopts the bylaw, then the terms set out in the bylaw would be adopted and in place.
Well, I just happened to read section, let me get my glasses out here. Are you familiar with section in the 894? It's called procedure after a public hearing. Are you familiar with that?
Yes?
Can you tell me what that says in there?
I don't have it in front of me. If you have it in front of you, then perhaps you could read
Okay,
it.
is it all right if I read in what it says?
It's your opportunity to comment, my friend.
Okay, after a public hearing, the council or board may, without further notice or hearing, adopt or defeat the bylaw, or alter and then adopt the bylaw. So you can alter the bylaw. So you can alter those sections dealing with how much Genstar Madison has to pay for their share of it, how much you poor taxpayers here are going to have to bear it over the years.
Council has already adopted a resolution and sent a follow-up letter to Genstar and Madison advising both of those companies that council is not going to enter into renegotiations on the phase development agreement.
But you could do that. In other words, you're not bound by this. You're not bound by that. Because according to this, the bylaw passes, and the only thing that you can't do, and I'm going to continue here, adopt or defeat the bylaw, or alter and then adopt the bylaw, provided that the alteration does not. Do you know what it says you can't do? I bet you everybody here doesn't know what you can't do.